Guys, I'm so pissed right now. Oh my god. I'm so angry. I swear to every... Oh my god. So, I just probably made either an hour or a 2 hour what if just now. Which was this what if that I was making. But you know what? It wasn't even recording. So now, I have to start all the way from the beginning. And it's probably going to be more and more boring than the original one. So sorry, and I hope you can forgive me one day. I can assure you that there were so many thoughts in the first try of this, and I don't know what to tell you. But please bear with me because I'm gonna be moving way faster than I did in the original one. Because honestly, I'm pissed off and I'm tired. So let's get into the video. Let's get on my miserable life. Oh my god. So, what I'm first gonna do is explain to you what is the premise of this thing and how long it's probably going to be. So, I want to make there are gonna be two separate arcs, which is the beginning of the story and how things are gonna play out, what things are Goku's gonna do, and the second part is Android 21 personal arc, which is gonna probably go a little faster than I originally wanted to, or maybe even be longer, depending on how long it takes me to get to that point. Trust me, I don't like this either. I literally had to do back an entire 2 arcs because I pressed something twice, turning it off. And I swear to God, I'm so pissed. I could punch a cow and a horse at the same time and stomp it out and rock their shit just by my pure anger and rage and everything around me. Now we're saying that, let's get in. Do warn, there will be 18 only partners in this what if, but probably only be one, depending on also how long it takes me to get to the Android 21 saga. It might be a little longer, and it may actually have to involve Goku. But if not, you're only getting that good masturbation session from 21. But after that, the video kind of ends. If it takes too long. So let's start off with this what if we see Goku standing with Vegeta, with Vegeta and Trunks, looking at the fusion between Goku Black and Zamasu. Right now, they're utterly being beaten by Goku Black, and actually hadn't even landed a hit. Goku looks at him and decides what he needs to do. He knows what he needed to do. He says, Vegeta, tell Gohan and Goten that I'm sorry. He instantly blitzed behind Vegeta and hit him in the neck, knocking him out. He threw him to Trunks and told Trunks, go back to the future. I'm in the past. I'm gonna save what I can. Goku powers up to the Super Saiyan and says, don't let me down. And he flies off towards his enemy. Well, himself and someone else. But, Goku barrels into them, punching the Fusion right in his face, then slamming him to the ground, then grabbing his leg and doing the Hulk, I am Hulk, puny god thing, and then punching him in the face, disorienting for long enough for Goku to say Mafuba, and a green aura surrounds both him and Goku Black and Zamasu's fusion and seals them into him. Goku then says, I guess this is it. Somehow I always knew I would end up killing myself. It's a funny joke. King Kai would be proud. And just like Vegeta, he uses the self-destruction technique, and blew himself up. You see a crater with smoke coming out of it. It's been like that for days. Everywhere, and just in total ruin. North City wasn't North City anymore. It was just a pile of nothing. You see Goku in an abyss, an empty space, with nothing there. And when he starts to try to feel his surroundings, boom, he starts to see a light, until he starts seeing more light and more light, until he starts seeing a black sky, until Goku finally opens his eyes and sees everything. Goku's alive. He doesn't understand how, but he's alive. The first thing he tries to do is sense around. He feels something weird. Like something's poking like his back, but also feels really familiar. He looks around and he sees his tail. It grew back. But something was different. It was red. Until he started to try to take the bangs that frames his head, and started looking at them and realized they were red. He realized that he was in Super Saiyan God. But how? He doesn't even feel like it. He feels like he's in his normal base. Goku tries not to question this too much, and goes off and finds Mai's key, and teleports. Was going to use instant transmission, and going to use his hand to like put it to his forehead, until he just teleports there. He didn't even have time to put his hand to his forehead until he just teleported to Mai. Mai was surprised to see Goku after seeing the explosion. Goku explained to him what he did, and he says at least he's gone. I don't know how you survived, but at least he might have been vaporized. Goku says at least that. But Goku says, I think you should leave. Everyone should leave. She was in a camp where everyone evacuated the place and carried everyone there, all the survivors. And Goku decided that he had an idea. He says, gather everyone up. Gather whatever you can. And meet me in the crater. Goku then used instant transmission and teleported to a land, a green luscious land, with a blue sky, but there was no key around, until he started searching harder, nearly using all of his power just to sense one thing, and he sensed it. He used instant transmission to get down there, and he sees the replacement of Guru himself, old and decrepit body looking at him. He says, so you finally found me. Imposter, Goku. And this Goku smirked and says, I'm not the imposter, I'm the real thing. The old man. No, Frieza was a real bastard, you know, but at least he had a little dignity. Seems like you gave it up. The Namekian smiled at Goku and says, well, it really is you. Got a little more choice of words, but it's still you. He couldn't recall anything of Frieza. Looked like he had your body, but not your memories. Goku said, yeah. And a quiet look on his face, clenching his hands, realizing that these are the same hands that murdered his two sons, clenching his hand in anger and sadness. Goku told Namekian where the Dragon Balls are. Namekian told him that I haven't been in use for a while, so they're right over there. He hid them before Black could get there. And after Black left, he ended up absorbing all the Namekian's power and funneled it into himself. Goku looked at him somberly, saying sorry that he had to do something like that. The replacement of Guru says, no matter. Says, I think you have a plan. So I guess my time is over. He starts coughing horribly until an egg, then another egg, then another egg comes out of his mouth. It says, the first one is Nail. The second one is Guru. The third, his name is Kami. And then the Namekian passed. Goku understand what he wanted him to do. But Dragon Ball was still active because the eggs are still there, but they're kept in kind of a chronostasis like thing, so they won't hatch yet, but they'll hatch eventually. So Goku grabs the balls and makes his wishes. On Earth, houses starts being rebuilt, but not all of them. Some of them, all around the world. Then after they're rebuilt, stuff starts going into them, or the belongings. Some just spawn out of nowhere, and some come back. Then, as the rebuilding is finished, and that includes Capsule Corp, they disappear, all surrounding the crater. Then, a force field surrounds the crater, and a chain on the top of the force field battles down and hits the ground. And this also includes the lookout, so the lookout is fully repaired and on the ground. Capiche? Okay. Then Goku appears. Hold on for a second. What's my third wish? What was my third wish? I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart. Oh my god. Okay, I got it. Then we switch to the past. We see the ground shaking on forgotten places. They start shaking and shaking. They finally come out of the ground and head towards Mount Pausa. The pieces of rubble hit somewhere in the middle of the mountain, on the outskirts of the mountains, where you're isolated from the rest of the world, but it's not where the mountains are. You're just outside of there. And then we see Goku reappear back with 7 stone orbs floating behind him, along with 3 white eggs floating also behind him. Goku made wishes with the Dragon Balls to do these things, to gather all the people, all the houses of the people that still alive, and their belongings to be restored and teleported by the creator. Then, for a force field to be allowed to go to travel through time to connect with Trunks' time machine. Hold on for a bit, please. Sorry guys for the delay. I'll be right. Let's get back into the video. Now, after that happening, and after Goku returning, he sentenced someone. Then he sees something. Everyone appearing around him, and all the survivors that either nearly died or nearly about to die, or everyone that died from the previous day because of the attack, just reappear. He used his wishes to do all of these things and bring everyone. Everyone that all the survivors back there. So, but he senses something. Well, the lack thereof sensing something, although looking at the thing. He looked at it and he realized it had a similar shape to someone, but he just couldn't put it on the, couldn't nail. He had it on the tip of his tongue, but couldn't say it. He then used the information to teleport the person away from there and teleported them into the end of a nearby mountain. Hold on, please. I am so sorry, guys. I am sorry. My obnoxious ass friend came outside and I had to go talk to him. I really should hire an editor. At this point, he's just ridiculous. But you know what? You know what? That's what makes my channel good. Me not having an editor. I think so. Tell me guys if you like me not having an editor. I guess some of you don't. I guess some of you do. I don't know. So let's get back. I'm sorry for the interruptions. Let's get back into the video. So all that ended up happening, and Goku is just talking with the person and says, "You know, 18. I'm surprised to see you here. I really thought Trunks was gonna kill you, you know?" And the person puts down the hoodie and says, "How do you know it's me? Aren't you dead?" I'm sorry, guys. At this point, I should end the video. But I'm determined. Wait, actually, you know what, guys? I'm gonna end the video on the 18th cliffhanger, and that's the end of the video, guys. I'm probably gonna make up to you and give you a part 2 just now, but I, there's too much interruption at this point, so I should just end the video. But guys, I'm gonna do it for you guys, and I promise the next video will not be such information. I hate my life. I hate every day of it. I feel like I'm drowning in the endless deep of just sorrow and regret. Having to do that shit over again, that's just annoying as fuck. Jesus Christ. I'm out.